Welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy. I figured out what I wanted. I left the rest area. I've been sitting there for a day. Hang on, a little bit. Second to last cigarette. Hopefully forever. I'm fucking quitting, that's a fact. But I'm not trying to talk about that right now. Sorry. That part is energetically not clarified. You can tell by the words I say. Hopefully. Ooh, hope's a bad word. Either you are or you aren't. And you can tell I haven't clarified that one. But I don't care. Because I am so happy. I was going to hike the 7-hour trip to get to the next town. And I was going to go to Michigan. And then everybody kept saying Minnesota. And my brother's in Ohio. And this girl coming out to see me wants to go to Virginia. And I'm like, Libra moon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, click. It clicked. It finally clicked. I just want to, like, I know what you're not living other people's lives. You're living your life. You do what you want. And I'm sitting here like, what do I want? And I sat down and I figured out before I, by the way, lit this cigarette. Cigarette didn't help at all. I'm just enjoying it because that's where I'm at on the addiction level of it. But no, I know what I want. I'm sick and fucking tired. That's when it all changes for you, is when you're sick and fucking tired of something. That's the best shit ever. Every day, dude. Every day people live this life of being like, there's a story. I want to tell you a story. It's about a dog. Like, I think I said it in one of my other videos, but none of you all are going to watch them all, so. There's a story about a dog on an old farmland. There's a dog on the front porch. You know, classic scene, big old house, big old field, rocking chair on the front. Sorry I littered, but I'll pick up later. I always try to pick up more trash than I throw down. That's kind of my rule of thumb. Yeah, judge me later. Anyway, so there's this old dog laying down on a nail, and there's these two farmers, and the one farmer asks, I'm fucking this story up so bad. Anyway, so there's this dog laying on a nail and it's going, oh. And one of the farmers goes, why is your dog making that noise? And the other farmer goes, well, the dog's laying on a nail. It's underneath him on that board. And the dude goes, well, why doesn't he get up and move? And he goes, doesn't hurt that much. Do you get it? Do you understand that? There's a dog laying down, relaxing, enjoying himself, but he's in pain. Oh. But he won't get up. And that guy asks, why? Why the fuck is your dog fucking sitting there just howling? And the dude's like, well, there's a nail underneath him. And the guy's like, why the fuck doesn't he get up and, like, you know, what the fuck? And he's like, well, don't hurt that much. And that's the point. It's when you're sick and tired of something. That dog is going to sit there long enough. Eventually he's going to be like, bark. Get up and lay down and be fine. He's going to get up and move, and he's going to be fine. And that's what just happened to me. I'm sitting here hiking, and I needed this hike. I was living in the hood in fucking St. Louis, in old North St. Louis, and I'm in the ghetto, and I love being in dark places, all right? I love being in dark places. I was just talking to somebody about oubliettes and oubliette. I feel like in the last life, I might have been in one. You can look that up on your own time, what an oubliette is. But anyway, I like dark places. I want to go scuba diving in mines, you know. I kind of am a risk taker. I've laid down underneath airplanes and fucking in Amsterdam airport, hopped the fence and everything, you know what I'm saying? I've climbed to a mountain in the cold and to my death. Been attacked by wolves and dogs. You know, I'm a sick fuck sometimes, but that's what I like. And it's because I know there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. Look, my phone just got brighter. I saw that. I got detailed in. There's nothing to fear. Everything's there. Everything. You go to a buffet. You get a plate. You sit down. You eat. Ugh. No problem. You clarify what you wanted. Shrimp tastes like shit. The crab, like, you know what? Fuck the lobster. Fuck the shellfish. You now know I'm going to get some chicken and mashed potatoes. I'm not even going to eat any of that shit. And it really does help. Like, you just cleared off a whole bunch of shit option, and now you can clearly, like I said, I was going to post a video the other day about how I didn't because too many interferences popped up, but how in Star Wars Episode 6, Episode 3, the 6th movie they made, the last one out of the 6, there's more now, I know, whatever. There's a scene where Anakin Skywalker, I'm pretty sure it's Anakin, it's been a long ass time, but the Dark Lord is sitting there and he goes, I can feel your anger. Good. It makes you focus. And that's true, it makes you focus. You just gotta be, there's two kinds of people, successful and unsuccessful. Unsuccessful people, should have raised that finger. Unsuccessful people fucking keep focusing on what they don't want, what they don't have, or the lack of it. I want a car. I want a fucking car. But what they're really doing is looking at their shit car, thinking this is a shit vehicle, and it doesn't do shit. It keeps costing me money. It doesn't even have air conditioning. It has a fucking flat tire, and the other fucking tire is a fucking spare. They're not thinking about that new Cadillac with the leather interior and the wind dashboard. And oh my God, there's so many buttons. I can even see where I'm backing up on camera. You know, they're not thinking that. And if they were thinking about what they wanted, you could actually be focusing angry like, fuck, I want that. Why do they got it and I don't? It's very important. I'm trying to teach you something. Very important. This ain't even my words. I was taught, literally the examples I'm using aren't even my words. I'm taking them from a billionaire who's very happy. Right now he's not. Well, he actually probably will be. I'm not even going to tell that part. He's serving his 10th out of 10th year in prison for revealing these secrets. Quote unquote, for writing a book on weight loss. But that's obviously not why he went 10 years in prison. He broke an oath not to reveal this shit. He broke an oath by revealing this shit, so they kind of fucking screwed him. But anyway, no, I clarified what I wanted. I want to get a job! Like, I was sitting here, everybody kept saying Walmart. This one group that gave me all this money was in this town that way, and they said, you should come work at this Walmart. They're hiring. And I think I'm gonna literally backtrack, and as a Taurus stellium, I don't backtrack, bro. I'm a fucking locomotive. I'm the densest fucking sign. And anything, if you live in this world, when you got 3 of something, 3's a magical number, there's a reason. I'm not trying to, everybody's special. Even if you look up your astrology, dude, I'm telling you, when you figure out life and you're happy as fuck, you'll see the connections of how you cheated the Matrix. But the Matrix wants you to believe you're fucked. Look at that little pop-up. 2 ballistic missiles in Japan. Yeah, see, believe you're fucked. And then it pops up at the top of my phone. Ballistic missiles in Japan. Oh, bad news, bad news. Oh, loving it. But no, I know what I want. I'm going, because I went to the, is that southbound? Let me think. Hang on. I can't remember. I'm north, that's south. That's southbound. Yeah. Wait. No, I don't remember. The other day I was sleeping at a southbound fucking, and I'm sitting here wondering, why am I gonna go to the southbound one? Like, why am I on the southbound rest stop when I could be on the northbound rest stop? And it makes sense to me now. I needed to go this far. Believe me, it was fun. And that's the other thing I'm gonna mention. Don't give a fuck what other people think, all right? At the end of the day, I got my achievements. At this level, it's easy for me. Everybody's like, he's gonna go to Michigan. Oh, he gave up. Guess what happened when I became a truck driver? First off, nobody believed in me. Nobody helped me out. There was no ride. I grabbed my shit and walked the 3-hour drive to Springfield with a backpack heavier than mine now, with unrealistic expectations. I have to be there by tomorrow. This is like a multi-day trip. And I made it through crazy-ass circumstances. And my point is, when I became a trucker and I made all that money, I mean, it was fun. I mean, I'm telling you, it was funny. My ex-girlfriend, I told her, hey, I want to get out of your house. Like, I'm not wanting to hear you're out of this house dating other guys, and I'm sitting here on your farmland taking care of pigs and shit, and all these dogs and puppies, because their German Shepherd had a bunch of puppies. And I'm just like, I'm not needed here. I'm being a blockage. And so when her new boyfriend, who I fucking hated, he was a piece of shit. He ended up burning my painting. I had a painting of a sailboat, of a pirate ship, handed to me. I was doing mud jacking years ago with my dad, and this guy made this painting and he handed it to me. This piece of shit burnt it. On my 21st birthday, I got a 7-leafed hilt, clovered medieval sword, handed to me on my birthday by my buddy Jay. And his motherfucking ass broke it, got rid of it. Like, I didn't like this dude. And that was before he did that shit. I already knew I didn't like it. But I called him up and I said, would you drop me off in the woods behind JCPenney? And he was like, yeah, what? I get to fuck your girlfriend in her house, and your ass I get to take out of there personally and drop you off in the woods? Ha! And like, yeah, I bet you, like, in his perspective, he's like, you're a loser and I won. And I remember the fucking words I said, and I wasn't being fake at all. I was being real, and I actually tried to like him that day. He dropped me off in his nice-ass car, had a little dice on the locks. You know, I remember it was 6 on the top of the dice, and then later I found out he was life path 6 like I am. He was my replacement. Kind of figured that out just by looking at that. A little irrelevant. Point is, I remember I had a cinder block in my hand, and I was gonna walk into the woods. It was one of the last objects in the car, and I looked over and I said, if you guys ever need any money, just ask. Because I knew I'm gonna be rich, son. I'm gonna have lots of fucking dough. I already knew. And so I mean, I have no evidence. I'm about to be living in the woods during the winter time, and I ended up living there for like 3 months with a homeless dude and good friend of mine named Sean. But no, I ended up grabbing that concrete block. I said, you ever need any money? Just ask. And I remember they looked at each other like, and he smiled. He was like, dumbass, like, you're so stupid. And then 3 months later, somewhere around there, I come back, and he is now in that house while she's out fucking some other guy, and he's sitting there. This is how life will play out when you're happy all the time and you don't give a fuck what pops up and you don't give a fuck what happens and anything. That's good news. My car breaks down. That's good news. I'm getting kicked out of a house going into the woods and you're fucking my girlfriend. That's good news. I'm broke as shit. I'm carrying literally a cinder block in the woods. That's great. If you ever need money, just ask. Later, he's over there sitting there. Didn't last as long as I did. I had a 9-month relationship. Your ass lasted like 4. And I'm over here making $1,000 a week. And that's why he probably burnt my painting and shit, because he was so fucking... And I remember I went over to his house to grab some of my shit and all my stuff. That's when the painting and the sword was gone. And I asked him, I said, where's my painting and sword? I don't know. Because he's fake as fuck, couldn't handle me. But anyway, I'm just saying, I clarified what I wanted. It's all gonna work out. It always does. And like I said, even after trucking, I became a trucker. Everyone was like, wow, I'm about to walk to Michigan. Wow. I quit trucking. Oh, he's a loser. Yeah, it went right back to that. My whole fucking family, everything. They all went right back to, oh, yeah, I know. And it's so fun, because when you're at this level, you haven't done shit, loser. I mean, like, I've been in every state in America but Delaware. I've gone skydiving at 13,000 feet. I've been in the Eiffel Tower. I've been in Amsterdam. I've laid down under airplanes underneath the track. I fucking drove my car and all my money and all my materials and gave it all up for a narcissist who was trying to stab me and a heroin addict in the back seat that was possessed. And that's real. And I'm not talking about that right now. I've dealt with demons. I've dealt with all kinds of shit. And I really mean that. I lived in the hood. And I even talked to the people. I was talking to some dudes that were trying to hustle me, and I hustled them back, and they were a little impressed. And then when we started talking, and like one of them was like, hey, hand me your phone. Hey, dude, hand me your phone. I want to play some music. The black dude was like, hey, hand me your phone with his cousin. I said, I ain't handing you my fucking phone. You ain't commanding me shit, dude. And his cousin started laughing, and he was like, damn, this dude's real. And they gave me my respect. They were like, props. You didn't just get bitched out. And then after that, after he chilled out, I handed him my phone, he could play music. And he was like, damn, dude. And then we built a relationship off that. And then we started talking about all the entities feeding on people in the ghetto. And I was like, I know about that shit. They fuck with me in my house, and my brick mason built amplifies your vibration building. They were made by masons. They were meant for the rich. Then it went to the poor. Unfortunately, if you're negative, that amplifies too. But the good news is positive thoughts are 1,000, 10,000 times better than negative thoughts. I mean, you could sit here and think about doom for an hour and be happy for 68 seconds. And that's a magical number. The sun shined for that moment, because it's true. 68 seconds, 681608, is a magical moment. Well, after that, it gets gravity. Whatever you want gets gravity to it. It has a traction pull now. If you think a thought about killing some motherfucker in your head for like 20 seconds, you're fine. It ain't gonna manifest. You need to have focus and intent. Most people can't focus more than a few seconds. I'm not kidding. It's a skill. I guarantee you, anybody sitting anywhere focusing for like, oh, there's a speech. It's like the 10-second, 20-second mark. It's like a goldfish. People are like goldfish. It's real. People that can sit there and meditate for even 5 minutes can amplify shit to a point you can't even imagine. And you're like, just 5 minutes? I'm talking about like, oh God, dude, these are the people that build space stations, and that's their dreams. These are the people that have billions of dollars, and they're like, let's drop off. Ooh, a spider went over my shit. He was like, out of here. I couldn't handle me. I was talking about it. The wind blew and the grasshopper pointed away. See how short my attention span is? And it's because at this point, I got so much power that when I do talk for only a few seconds, the universe does try to distract me. But I throw appreciation at things, and it keeps the ball rolling. Because as long as I'm staying positive all day, which is what you should do, because you're not at the level of being able to just focus on something with intent. So just be stupidly happy all day, every day. Eat, take an hour walk. Like I just took a walk and it made me clarify what I wanted. I didn't even have to hike 7 hours. I hiked for like 10 minutes. And I'm gonna go hike back towards town. That's what I want. Before this chick comes out, it was all at the precipice. It was, click. I know what I want. I want to get a job and pay off Russia because he let me stay at his house. I want to get back a speaker to the Alicia and fucking maybe move in with them. But I want to be at a safe enough distance to not do meth. And so I'm going to live in Illinois, and I'm at a safe enough distance. I don't have a car. I don't feel like I'm going to hike the hours and hours and hours and days and days and days it takes to hike back. So I feel safe and I feel good in those ways. And I don't need to go out into far land. It ain't the places you go, it's the people in it. Anyway, I thank you for letting me talk. I'm sorry, I'm just so happy because when you clarify what you want, because I was sitting here and I'm a Libra moon, man. Indecisiveness is a bitch. Oh, I'm happy I'm balanced though. If I would have had like an earth moon sign, you would never be able to get me to do anything. I probably would still be shitting in diapers at age 24, I'm telling you. That's how fixated you could be. Good news is, when I want something, you can't stop me. The best news, and that's what I use. I use astrology not to tell me what to do. I use it as a loophole. I just told you, a car wreck. Oh, that's good news. It says here in your astrology, you're fucked. The worse it is, the better it is. It says here in astrology, you're indecisive. Well, the way I see it is I'm an air sign. That means I can take opinions that are the best ideas. You know what I'm saying? Work smarter, not harder. Then somebody else is like, well, you're a bunch of earth signs. And I'd be like, good, I'm determined. Like, you know what I mean? I don't, somebody else that's negative will go, oh fuck, I'm stubborn and I don't want to move and I'm lazy and I'm so indecisive, I can't pick what I want, and my Cancer rising makes me so sensitive and I can't handle these situations, and my Saturn and Aries is the worst sign, and Saturn and Aries is the worst one. It's the planet that disciplines you and fucks you over and makes life difficult and gives you boundaries and restrictions and says, no bitch, you need to earn it. And in my world, it's like, that's awesome. I love it. Because if I didn't have Saturn and Aries, I wouldn't have to be a trailblazer. I wouldn't have been able to go lay down underneath an airplane. I wouldn't have been able to go walk to that mountain. I wouldn't have been able to go jump out of an airplane. Fucking 1,001 things. It's a blessing. It always is. Everything's a blessing. I love you guys. Keep fucking rocking it. Subscribe, like, share me. Fuck, I don't got enough viewers. Thank you.